Hello FIFA community. Uh, this will be the video about the second beta of DKG. So as you already see, this version finally have some proper UI. It was time consuming, but I liked the result. The UI is pretty neat and allowed me to even add some new features, which should make the tool even more useful for you. So let's begin. The left options remains the same. This one is for select the league you want to generate it. This one for the clubs. So if you navigate to here, you see the Italian clubs. And the last one for the kit suppliers. The second portion of the left part of the screen, it's for the game version. This option is important because it will make the DKG to export each game DB tables correctly. So if you are generating kits for FIFA 22, for example, you should mark FIFA 22. Otherwise, DKG will generate the DB tables compatible with EAFC 24, which will either cause RDBM to throw an error when you try to import the table over the FIFA 22 one, or will not throw an error on RDBM, but it will certainly cause instabilities and crashes in your game because chances are that EAFC 24 have data that FIFA 22 doesn't have, like some new clubs and some other features and etc. So it's always important for you to select the game you actually want to generate kits for. These two options down here remain the same. This one clears the DB tables generated before. So it's important if you generated too many kits already and want to revert the DB tables back to the standard ones used in the vanilla game, you should use this option. Just keep in mind that if you already generated dozens of kits and wish to remain your modified DB tables, you should make your own backup because this will replace the files altogether. So keep this in mind. This option here clears the team cache. Each kit generated by the tool creates a cache file with some information regarding that specific kit. It serves mainly to color control to avoid color overlapping. So this option could be useful in some specific cases where you noted that the kit is always generated with the same color over and over. It might be useful to clear the team cache to clear the color pool, making the tool generate kits with color variation again. So in the middle here we have these new options here, which are particularly important if you are using mods which add extra kits, especially third kits. So in this case, Roma, which isn't licensed in the newest versions of the game, we can generate a kit for them. You can see here that the ID is the standard one used by the licensed version of this club. We should then set the generic data, which will then change it to the Roma FC, which is the generic counterpart used by the game. We can export this. Just always take a look on the log down here, which tells you which operation the tools did it right now. So it points you to the standard directory where the data is, and we can see that it exported the DB tables accordingly to the game version, and we can take a look by the minikit. It used the actually generic ID selected here. These options here are important for clubs, unlicensed clubs like Roma. If you are using mods that add third kits for them, like realism mods. So if we select third kit and generated, it generated a third kit for Roma, but you should not use the generic ID. On this case, you must go to the author, to the mod author, and take a look on which kit did they use as replacement to add the Roma's third kit. Realism mod provides this sheet here, which shows exactly that. So we can take a look that here that Roma kit variation 3, which stands for the third kit, it used this ID here, which we needed to copy and paste it here. After that, hit enter to validate the number, and we can see that it actually changed the club inside the database here, which points out to custom Australia. So, with the generated kit and ID, we should also take a look on the replaced kit variation, which points out to the number 2. If you don't take a look on this replaced kit variation, the tool will export these kits here using the standard number order, which is 0 for home, 1 for away, 2 for keeper, and 3 for third. As we can see here, we should not export this third kit with the 3 number. We should export it using the 2 number. This is why this override kit ID option exists. So we mark it and export it. Again, let's see. You can take a look here that exported correctly with the correct kit ID and club ID. So these options are important for such cases, for extra kits, and you should always ask for the mod author about which kit did they use to replace and add these third kits for unlicensed clubs. It's worth mentioning that these options here that I just showed you are infinite only. So as you can see here, I'm using the infinite version of the tool, which is only available to myCoff supporters. So if you wish to have access to this version, which has the complete content of the tool, consider join myCoff and help me keep going, because I've been working hard to make this project a reality, and for over 2 years, and I really wish to continue, but I need your help in order to do so. So keep going. I have added a credits screen, which presents you some of the people which helped me, some tools, and the sites I used as reference for most of the things that I have added. So you can always take a look on the changelog. The stuff that are present and were fixed in both versions, and the things that are infinite only, which is the exclusive version of the tool, like I just mentioned. These options here are still the same. The current champion toggle is still the same. It controls if the tool will produce kits with the champions badge for certain leagues like Italian and Turkish ones. I have noticed that the kits with badge are too rare, so I will probably fix this in the future, but for this version this will stand like this. These last three options here controls the design bias of each kit. So if you the standard selection uses the complete design bias, meaning that you will have traditional, modern, and exotic kits generated randomly. You can unmark those if you wish a more traditional approach, so it will generate kits with more traditional patterns, or you can mark more exotic ones if you wish more exotic patterns, like this. Or a completely random selection like the standard one. Finally, these new options here, these ones controls the color background. If your kit is too clear or too dark, you should get a better contrast. Moving this option here. Clicking in the middle will reset it back to the middle. These options remains the same, controlling the sleeves length, the captain armband on and off, and I have added the socks length too, so you can take a look. And the last slider here controls the rotation speed of the showcase kit, and it works exactly like the background color one. So you can change it, and if you want to revert the kit rotation, you just click in the middle. Finally, if you have doubts about some specific features of the UI, you can just hit the right button and you will get a brief description of what this option actually does down in the log part. So this can be used for you to know the correct content, the current content, sorry. So if you don't know which club is this, you can right click it and you will get which club is and where it's from. The last thing I want to point out is the useful links in the tools footer, which has my site, my Ko-fi page, my Discord server link, my YouTube channel link, my Instagram, my Twitter account, FIFA Editor tool download link, RDBM download link, and Frosty Tool Suite download link. And I believe I have covered everything. I hope you like this version. As always, considering joining my Ko-fi and help me keep going. This project gave me a lot of work and consumed a lot of time, and I would like to continue with it, but I need your support to do so. And that's it for today. Thanks, and until the next time.